Welcome again. Thank you very much for attending also this coverage. I'm happy today to have Mr. Sauter, who is the Vice President for NexTracker. They have a very good experience and extensive experience in the utility scale sector in the Middle Eastern region. And I'd like to start, well, first of all, welcome you with us today.
Okay, thank you.
And I'd like to ask you about the challenges that you have seen in the utility scale sector in the Middle East, here in Egypt, and in the Middle East in general, please.
Yeah. Okay, there are some challenges. First, let me tell you, we have 3.8 gigawatts roughly installed and shipped in the region. And one of our flagship, for example, is Sakaka, the 405 megawatt in Saudi Arabia. And we can talk about this. But the challenge is really that it's the size and the life cycle, the lifetime. I mean, you have the sun, you have the radiation, and even when we install a tracker, we have the highest efficiency of a tracker of 24% here in the region. And then you expand the design life maybe from 20, 25, now 30 years. So sometimes even beyond 30 years. And at the same time, we see huge size, maybe 3 gigawatt. And so that means it's a supply chain and logistic a challenge, and it's a challenge of local supply chain and to establish an efficient procurement and efficient collaborative supply chain, what we call it. Yeah.
That's great. Yeah. So as you mentioned the supply chain topic, and I believe that our audience know that nowadays most of the solar companies, among many other technology companies, struggle with the supply chains. And getting especially the tracker product is a huge product, requires plenty of containers to deliver.
Yes.
How do you go about this? Especially if we look into your success stories, like in Saudi Arabia, where localization rules are in place. So how do you go about this in order to deliver the best value to your customers?
That is a good point, because first, I mean, we started very early to have a distributed supply chain everywhere in the world. So in 5 continents, we have 18 different supply chain parts. So for example, here in our region, we have 4 sub-suppliers. We have one in Turkey, we have in Saudi, and we have some more in South Africa. And this gives us the chance to lower the cost from the logistic, to meet local requirements, so like in Saudi Arabia, where we have the highest score, and we have at least 3 very reliable partners. So this is what we are doing, and in America, we just invested in 3 steel plants, like Bislam Steel, and this is what we are doing. So if we go down in the supply chain to support and to stabilize our supply chain.
Perfect. So that's basically localization is kind of key for you to achieve the lower costs. Now that's one side of the equation. The other side of the equation, how do you see your solutions optimize the performance of the plants so the owners could increase the revenue of their assets?
Yeah. Well, when we talk about supply chain, this is more or less in the capex phase. Yeah, when we try to achieve the lowest cost and the fastest installation and the fastest delivery. On the other hand side, when we focus on the operational part, what you just the efficiency, I mean, it's a difference if you have a 20 years or 30 years or even beyond a lifetime. So first of all, we have the highest bifacial factor, and it counts when you over the full lifetime. Second, we are testing cleaning robot, automatic. We have now 4 certified. We have another 2, 3 coming. So we can also deliver a full service package with automatic robot cleaning. And the third point is our software package, our True Capture. So we optimize in ambulance service surface, and when you have shadow or sun. So we optimize really the harvesting of the sun, and so we can add another 1.5 to 3% here in the region on additional gain only because of the True Capture. So this is the main areas, and we have a software and a developer team sitting in Fremont, and it's great what they are doing. And this is really the add-on. So that means, beside the CapEx, we are looking to support our customer in the operational phase, and at least when it goes to 30 years and beyond, that they can harvest and they earn the most and the efficiency, the most out of their plant. Yeah.
Perfect. So I hear from your words, like when you mentioned the true capture. So there's
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of engineering,
Yeah,
there's
absolutely.
software, AI implemented in the background to get the best performance. How is the engineering team dealing with the new technology in the market, especially that the modules are getting bigger and bigger in size?
Yeah.
And I've been hearing that the tracker manufacturers, among them, are kind of debating the perfect stowing angle, how to deal with this. How is this impacting the
Okay.
tracker, the functionality of the tracker?
That was a very high impact, let's say the 2 years ago, or or even the last year. But this is solved now. Yeah. So we have a great solution for 620, 660 watt modules. So of course it needs a certain redesign, and we have a great product team in the background, and this is done. And it goes also along with the design, the string design. And so we have now a 4-string design for some regions, and this is really to handle and to meet, let's say, the new requirements from the large modules. And it's clear that calls for a one-in-portrait solution. And now we have it. I think we did our homework very excellent with
Great.
our product team in the background.
Great, perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
So then last question for the interested, let's say, audience from developers and EPCs,
Okay.
where if they want to get use your product, let's say in their designs and so on, who may they contact then? Are you available locally in the region, in the Middle East?
Yeah, I mean, we have an office here for the MENA region in Dubai with 3 people, but we have also a legal entity in Saudi Arabia, and our main back office with more than 150 people is in Hyderabad. So everyone can reach out to me or to my sales director in Hyderabad, and then we handle this. And we have a huge machinery for really to support our customers.
Perfect, that's very positive.
Okay, yeah.
Thank you very much, Hans, for joining us. Vielen Dank. Yeah?
Okay, bitteschön. War mir eine Freude.
Dankeschön. Thank you very much for watching.